All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Welcome on a Sunday afternoon. How's everybody doing? We're hanging in there. Little pullback happening right now on a Sunday afternoon, which means probably tonight we're going to go back up and maybe have a good Monday. It's because things kind of do opposite, up and down, right? And that's what we talked about the other day, is once Dogecoin got back up to this level, we were going to bounce between 25 and 26 cents. We start with Bitcoin though, because guess what? Ha, 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 ha. New all-time high last night. Yep. The Asian market makers pushed Bitcoin up to $125,700, $125,700. So Kriss's all-time high purchase 2 months ago is now not the highest purchased Bitcoin ever. But that's okay. I was in profit actually on that for a little bit. Hey, it's all good. It's all good, right? But Bitcoin, Doge, trying to hold on to the green here. We'll see. We'll see whether this is just a momentary dip here. We come back up during the live stream, or is there enough weakness where we're going to be testing $122,000 support for Bitcoin, which is where Bitcoin was yesterday afternoon before running up to this 125.7. Dogecoin. Excuse me. The overall view of Dogecoin is 25 cent support short term. We had it dip to 24.8, and we could see that kind of dip again, 24.9, 24.8, because again, Dogecoin is penny by penny, and penny by penny, when it dips, usually dips just below the penny line. That's never really the true support. It's usually just a little bit below. As we zoom out on the Dogecoin chart, excuse me, at 26 cents here, we had this beautiful cup and handle, but you guys know my opinion of the cup and handle. Half the time it works, half the time it doesn't. So it means absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But yet, what did we see? Yesterday, we see all these posts. Oh, cup and handle, cup and handle, cup and handle. And it's like, guess what? The price is going to go down if it wants to go down, regardless of, the past, few weeks that made this beautiful cup and handle shape on the chart. It doesn't mean diddly squat. Again, just showing you this is what it is, doesn't mean anything. It just lines on a chart. So we'll take that little handle and we'll delete. We'll take this little cup and we'll delete, because it means nothing. It absolutely means nothing. But as we zoom out, we were, from the middle of September, a little bit of a downtrend channel, but you zoom out a little more and it's like, it was still higher lows and higher highs is what we've been experiencing. So that means that this most recent higher high at 30 cents becomes a target. Ooh, what's that? The next big target? Is that the next big target? 30 cents again? Could be. Could be. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Got a few things to show, and then I will get into the chat for Q&A on a Sunday. And also, remember, we had a Dogecoin giveaway yesterday, part 2 today from our friend Jason. Part 2 today, more Dogecoin to give away. So stick around because those Dogecoin giveaways are always fun. We start with our weekend roundup. We had the Ripple CTO stepping back. I wonder how many Ripple or how many XRP tokens he has in his wallet that he's most likely going to be selling. I wonder. That's just me. It's one of those things that I think about because I don't trust any of these guys, Brad Garlinghouse or Chris Larson or any of them. But hey, doesn't mean you can't make money on XRP. As I always say, I just don't like the company. Don't like the Ripple company. I'm looking forward to when I finally sell my XRP for at least a 6x, hopefully, on my XRP, and I'll say thank you very much and move on. And move on. A Dogecoin extends its winning streak, yes, thanks to, of course, the top of the handle that we just had. We had a 14% increase for the month so far for 5 days. And the derivative markets and open interest is jumping up, meaning there are more and more leverage traders in on Doge, which of course leads to this pullback and Dogecoin having $2.3 million liquidated in just the last hour. In this pullback, just the last hour, $2.3 million of Dogecoin long leverage trades wiped out. Now, I've got the pinger on. If we have any other big liquidations that happen during the live stream, you will hear it, and we'll check in and see what's getting wrecked. Because right now, it's the long leverage trades they're going after as prices are retreating. So that is where we begin. Trader Allen says on Bitcoin, look, there's all of these patterns, and I looked at this morning on my video this morning. If you guys didn't see that, another banger of a video, you got to check that out. But Bitcoin usually goes on a nice run and then kind of bounces around, accumulation in a downward sloping support. Bitcoin goes on a run and then it bounces around, downward sloping support, goes on a run, then bounces around, downward sloping support. Then it goes on a run and then it goes down in a downward sloping support. And we have another run and a down. Do you get the pattern? The pattern is very clear with how Bitcoin has been trading for the last 2 years. So we are now looking at this next move up. It's going to be more than just this one candle. Again, this is zoomed out on the weekly. So I think we still are going higher in the next few weeks here before we start bouncing around in a downward channel again for Bitcoin. What does that mean for Bitcoin dominance? Well, for now, Bitcoin dominance is still below the upward channel that had been in over the past 3 years. And there's all this talk, right? Ben Cowan and like 66% again. And now he's saying, well, maybe just 60 and he'll call it a day. But again, he's changing the goalposts. He said 66. But hey, if it gets to 60 again, okay, so be it. But a lot of people predicting this drop in Bitcoin dominance coming this fall for alt season, at least below 50%, some even calling to 40%. Ash Crypto, same thing. Here we go, right? Bitcoin dominance raises up to 66, drops below. Will it come back up? I mean, this is the move that Ben Cowan was looking for, right? This move of Bitcoin dominance coming back up. Ash is showing it at like 65% before dropping to 45. Personally, I think we're just going to see this bouncing around in the upper 50s. And then in a couple weeks, when altcoins explode, it'll be down into the lower 50s because Bitcoin is still going to be going up. We're not going to have a big rotation out of Bitcoin into alts. The Bitcoin buying will continue. It's just the alts will outperform Bitcoin. That's my thesis, and I'm sticking with it. Meanwhile, Dogecoin. This is what Dogecoin does too, right? Before it goes on a big run, it does these little fake outs, right? We see these little fake out green candles. We had it at the end of 2023. We had it in near the end of 2024. And now we're having it now in 2025. You get these big green candles. They're the fake out. The big move is still coming. The big move is coming. Those were just fake outs. That is how Dogecoin trades. And as I've shown on my chart, we still have the big green box. We're just entering the big green box here. We've just entered it from the 1st of October. We're just taking a little breather here before moving higher for Dogecoin. So there's the big green box. We're just entering it now for the big move up. Not too bad. Not too bad. A warning for people who are trading. Another Coinfessions. I made all of my money this cycle longing ETH and alts with leverage. Awesome. Good job. Right? We're in a bull cycle. Doing long trades. But then what happens? I got liquidated a few days ago when ETH wicked down to 4,200. And now I only have $18 on Phantom. And I don't know what to do anymore. All of his gains wiped out in one stupid trade. Not financial advice, but don't do leverage. Don't leverage trade. If you want to try it, make it like 1% of your portfolio, maybe 2%, and that's it. Do not lose your coins. Do not lose your coins, shorting or longing. Don't do it. There's so many of these stories, and most people will not fess up to losing money. We think our friend Ramon did that, and now he's gone. I don't know. I'm just guessing. But he was doing some things with his trading, and I think he messed up. Just a thought. Be careful out there. So, on CoinGate, here's the downward channel as well. That they're showing on their chart, and they're saying, look, Dogecoin price rebounds from the buy zone. That's what we had on the 1st of October, right? Whales are adding. Can the bulls push beyond 30 cents? This 30-cent number is coming back again and again because that's where we were in the middle of September, right? So Dogecoin broke out of that descending channel, retested its upper boundary successfully. We've got, or that rebound confirms the active participation from both retail and institutional buyers. So we want to hold above the 25-cent support area. Again, a dip to 24.9, 24.8, not out of the question, which is what we just had the other day. And that's a key level that could define the next directional move. Maintaining this threshold is crucial for extending the upward toward the 30-cent region again, where the next major resistance awaits. So 30 cents is going to be major resistance. Talk about the DMI indicator. I don't know exactly what that is. But altogether, the conditions reinforce a market bias that favors continued appreciation in the Doge price. So that is what we're looking at for Dogecoin. Can it stay bullish? The breakout from the descending channel alongside growing whale accumulation paints a positive technical picture. The Dogecoin price appears well positioned to challenge the 30-cent level in the short term if we hold that 25-cent support. And then we've got this article. Oh, wait, is 30 cents the next big target for Doge? 30 cents. Here we are again, right? Dogecoin forms a bullish cup and handle pattern. Oh, but in the short term, that cup and handle pattern isn't so bullish, is it? Right? Not so bullish. Those cup and handles, I tell you. Bitcoin stability may be pushing capital into high liquidity altcoins like Doge. A drop under 25 cents could weaken the bullish setup, but momentum remains positive. Again, same sentiment. This was Trader Allen yesterday, the cup and handle, right? Which I had on my chart. Nope. Rejected. Not so bullish. Not so bullish. But the market conditions, again, as these guys are talking as well, support Dogecoin's upward momentum. Same thing. Do we call it cautious optimism? Yeah, I think cautious optimism is probably correct. But the bigger thesis is 4-year cycles, October, November, very bullish in history. Will history repeat? And our friend Pennybags is like, look, the Dogecoin wave, Dogecoin everywhere. Let's blow that up big. Yes. Whoosh. Whoosh. Dogecoin. Kaboom. So there it is. So that's what we're looking at for Doge right now. Hey, the markets look good except for the temporary pullback that we now have, but this is just trading. This is the trading part, particularly for leverage traders that continue to get liquidated. And Maramello asks, how do you get liquidated? When you trade with leverage, which you can't do on Robinhood. I guess Coinbase is now starting to introduce what they call futures trading, which is kind of that. I am not looking at it. I don't even want to know it. I don't want to be involved in it. I don't want to get anywhere near it. I maintain DCA, buy on the dips, hold your coins. Because what happens is, if you make a trade with leverage, let's say you made the trade last night here because you saw that big green candle and you wanted to ride that wave up with a 5x, 10x leverage, whatever that is, but you didn't take profits early this morning, price comes back down. If it hits your leverage point, you get liquidated and you lose all your coins. Everything you put up for that trade, you don't get to keep it anymore. The exchange says, yep, thank you very much. And you lose. That's gambling. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Hey, Batman, how are you? The government shutdown didn't push prices down much, but do you think the restart of government will help push price up? I don't think it matters. The crypto trading is going to do what it's going to do regardless of the US government shutdown or not. Oran, leverage trading is Pandora's box, but really if you have the capital and you're looking to long, then spot is always better. Exactly. It's gambling on that leverage trading. And you see on X all of these, oh, I got my perps, I got this, I got that, like that James Wynn character, whatever. Like, no. No. Because typically what those guys post on there are only their wins. They're not posting their losses when they get liquidated. It's like gamblers, right? Gamblers talk to you all day long about their wins, but they don't tell you about their losses, do they? They don't talk about that. And it's usually more losses than wins because that's typically how it goes. That's why exchanges like to have futures trading, leverage trading, because the exchanges win again and again and again. So, what do I think mid-month? Mark, I think it's still going to be positive going up. I think it's just going to kind of chop around for a little while. But yep, very positive, very positive. I'm thinking about sell some weak alts and rotate them into better crypto. Yeah, just don't go chasing the ones that have already pumped. We already see Aster pulling back big. We see Floki pulling back. So be careful. Don't go chasing the ones that have already pumped. Think about which ones you have the most conviction in that haven't really started running yet. That's where you're going to get your best gains, I think, in this last bull run. But we will see how it goes. You either learn or you learn. Yes, indeed. I was snoozing in the new Bitcoin all-time high. Yep, I was asleep. I mean, it was up already, going up right before I went to bed here. It was right in 124 land, and it was close. And I was just like, yeah, I can't stay up. It's exciting, right? It is exciting to watch a new all-time high, but I did not stay up for it. Woke up this morning, sure enough. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 125. Awesome. New Bitcoin all-time high. Let's go. But it was already falling back this morning. We were already seeing these red candles falling back. And I was like, yeah. And what do they do when they pull back? They start taking out those new leverage longs that people were placing on these green candles, and they've continued to wipe them out during the day. That's trading. That's trading for you. Wow. Bitcoin dropped hard, didn't it? Didn't Bitcoin drop hard? Look at that. Look at that Bitcoin pullback. Didn't it drop hard? I know what you're saying, but you got to look at Bitcoin. Wow. Look at Bitcoin. Didn't Bitcoin dump hard? Yeah, don't trade. Just leave that up to the gamblers. And I know there are people who will come out and they'll be saying, oh, but I made a 5X. Ah, good for you. Awesome. Great. Happy for you. I'm winning under my strategy, DCA, buy and hold. I'm winning with no risk. Well, the risk of the whole crypto market crashing, but what are the odds of that? I mean, we're in the 4-year cycle. We're in the bull run of the 4-year cycle. The conviction is there. Great support across the board. Yes, Dogecoin usually goes up fast and smooth in uptrends and then goes down in downtrends. And it outperforms others because when it goes up fast, it just blows everything out of the water. That's what Dogecoin does. Yep. You think there's going to be a correction week or two, Con? I don't think so. I think we are just going to be kind of going up and down sideways, not a big correction. But that's just me. I've got to hit my 35, 36 cent price prediction for the end of October. So I need to remain bullish. The Bitcoin candle was pure manipulation. Sure. Those Asian market makers took over and they pumped up Bitcoin to wipe out the shorts. And they got a lot of shorts last night. And then they dump it this morning to take out the new longs. Winning, right? Just getting rid of all that leverage. William, been working 120 hours the past weeks. All my spare money going into coins. Con saying not till the end of October. Could be, but that doesn't mean we're correcting or dumping over the next week or two. Yeah, it's a good time to rotate out of weaker alts into better ones. Yes. Now, ideally, you want to sell on the green candle and then buy on the red candle because we're going to chop, right? So the next big green candle like that, if you've got an alt that does make a little gain, but you're like not feeling good about, then take your profit there, wait for the next red candle, and then buy into something else. But that's only going to last for the next couple of weeks. And then you got to be locked and loaded, ready to go. Locked and loaded. Thoughts on AVAX? So AVAX started to run, and then it kind of stopped. So it went on this big run. We were watching it back here in July, right? The higher lows, right? And then it never really fell back all the way through August into September. And then it went on this big run up to $35, but then dump. So we had the dump at the end of September, back down into the 20s. You know, AVAX is following my prediction, though. I made this sketch here. Somebody was asking, and I was like, I think AVAX is going to do this. But the big move isn't going to be till like the 20th of October. The 20th of October. I was actually thinking AVAX would drop a little bit lower at that time, the end of September into October 1st. And it held up pretty well. But, yep, that's the AVAX chart. Yep, dipping back below $30. Can I please ask, will Pengu outperform Doge? That's a really good question. I don't know what Pengu is going to do over the next 2 months. I don't know. Last night, it went on a nice big run. 3.3, it touched 3.4, but look at the fallback. So it's volatile. That's why I've got both, right? It's not either or. So if you own both, Craig, you're winning. You're winning each way, right? Winning each way. Doge is your conviction. Never leverage, no leverage, ever, right? The market maker will make their money. You bought it 125.7? Did you really? You bought the top? See, I'm not buying the top here because I think it's going higher sooner. Dominance? Sure, we can look at dominance. Yeah, still in the 59s. 59.3 is our resistance on dominance, Con. 59.3, that goes all the way back to here, back in August when 59.3 was support, and then Bitcoin dominance fell on the 22nd of August, and now that support on Bitcoin dominance has turned to resistance right here, 59.3. So again, my prediction was that eventually it's going to drop down. I thought it was already going to be dropping down here, but Bitcoin is hitting new all-time highs. We're not seeing any rotation from Bitcoin into alts. That's not happening. Bitcoin is staying up. So Bitcoin may just bounce around up here for a little while. That could happen. And I think it'll be a delayed drop on the Bitcoin dominance chart. So, but that 59.3 line is a strong resistance line right now. If Bitcoin dumps hard, where does that leave Doge next week? If Bitcoin dumps hard, Doge will dump harder. Again, there's no real separate news about Dogecoin right now. So without its own individual news, if Bitcoin goes down 5%, Doge will go down 6, 7, maybe 8%. That's how Dogecoin trades. Jay, it's Sunday. You're up to your 5th Modelo. Yeah, we got a Patriots football game tonight. Going over to a friend's house, and I will be drinking then. So I have not had any drinks yet on my Sunday. But tonight, football game, Patriots versus Buffalo Bills. And yeah, there will be some beverages consumed tonight. So not going to get an early start. No. You want to see green, some more green there, Duchess? Yep. Oh God, A-Star, do not quote VP. Do not quote VP here. Ugh. Hey, Luca, as you said, a top 10 alts to hold. SWE price prediction. You know, I didn't do a SWE price prediction. Well, I did something here. Let me see what this is. Yeah, I did a SWE price prediction. There it is. $7.50. $7.50 by the end of October for SWE. That is going to be the 1.618 fib on, once it gets past new all-time high, $5.36. We snap our fib, the 1.618, $7.50. There it is on SWE. We had a magnet on SWE right over $4. It's got to get through that magnet. SWE is a good conviction play. I already made a lot of money on SWE. I took profits back in January, and that was way over here at about, well, what was the price there when I took those profits? It was right around $4 when I took my profit, right around $4. But I still have a little SWE left in my KrissPax portfolio, and I'm going to ride that up at least through the end of October, and then we'll see what we do into November. We'll see what that is. But that is my SWE chart right there. Of course, you know, like 2.5 years ago, I called SWE out to be a top 10 coin. And at that time, it was like number 66. Now it's like number 12. So it's close. It's close to fulfilling my prophecy of SWE being a top 10 coin. 35.36. Again, that was from my October Doge price prediction video, which everybody should watch, because how I got to 35.36, if you're wondering, was shown in that video. So you got to go watch that video. Hey, Garden, how are you? You're new to crypto. On your community page, you asked a question. Did you post on my community page? Let's see what we got. I don't mind if people want to post on the community page. I don't always look. Again, for those who want to see what the community page looks like, you go to my page, KrissPax page, on the YouTube app on your phone, and then there's this button right there called Visit Community, and you click on that Visit Community button, and then you can see what people have posted. Here you are. Do you have a video or can give any enlightenment on when you should get a crypto wallet? Good question. I will like that. So crypto wallets are for long-term storage and security. So when you buy on an exchange, if you're thinking you're going to be selling again sometime soon, it doesn't make sense for you to transfer to a crypto wallet. But if you're buying to hold for a long period of time, it's then best to invest in a crypto wallet. This is my ledger right here that I have. I use this. I also use Exodus for staking, and I also have a MyDoge wallet, and that's the one I use for the giveaways, tips, and payments. Is my MyDoge wallet, and that's Dogecoin only. The ledger, you can have all kinds of cryptos on, same with Exodus. So This is for long-term storage. So I've got Bitcoin on here and I've got Dogecoin on here. Those are the two I have on my ledger. This is my longer-term storage. Okay, I've got a bunch of Doge on Exodus that I'm going to be transferring back to Coinbase because I'm going to be taking profit on that sometime end of October, early November, December. We'll see. We'll see how Dogecoin trades. And we'll be talking about taking slices of profits along the way and all that. But the Bitcoin and the Dogecoin that's on here, I'm not touching. This is my long-term storage. All right. So now, if you want to investigate the ledger, I do have a link in the description below right there. So you go and you can click on that link and it takes you right to the ledger page. So check that out. Check that out. I heard stuff about attention moving towards stable coins. Yes. But that's the US government, right? And the whole Genius Bill and all that stuff, that was all about stables because the US government wants digital currency, but not running on its own. They want it backed by the US dollar. So, and that's why they've opened the door to the United States to Tether, saying, hey, Tether, come on to the United States. Why don't you buy some US treasuries, right? To back up your Tether stablecoin tokens, right? That's what the US government wants. They want the dollar to be supporting crypto. In my mind, that's not crypto. That's not a cryptocurrency. A cryptocurrency is Bitcoin. It's a Dogecoin. It's a Litecoin, right? It's not backed by the US dollar. It's backed by the energy used to support the coin. But stablecoins, well, there is some use for it, and I get it. People use stablecoins to transfer money worldwide, right? Doesn't cost much, but it is tied to the dollar, and the dollar does inflate over time. So you're kind of losing money if you're just holding on to stables. Now, in a bear market, like we might have in 2026, if you've got a bunch of stables that are actually yield producing, like let's say on Coinbase, and you've got USDC, and you're getting like 4% back, well, you're not losing like if Bitcoin and Doge have big dumps in a bear market. You don't want to be holding while those coins are going down 30, 40, 50%. You can be holding stable coins instead, and you're actually gaining 4%. So that's going to be part of my portfolio next year is going to be in stable coins because I think 2026 is going to be a bear year because I still have a belief in the 4-year cycles. King Lunatic, you bought in at 27, but you're staying strong. We'll be back up over 27. XTZ, it's an old coin. I don't know what it's going to do. It'll probably do all right in the bull market too, but I don't see a lot of new news about XTZ. So, yep. Yep. As Orhan says, that's to do with the US government. Exactly. Just what I said. Stable coins. Eric bought the smelly one. Hope it goes to $1. It could. I mean, there were a lot of people who were going to be buying in as soon as it got below $1, and then it dropped to 90 cents, and then it dropped to 80 cents, and then it dropped to 70 cents. And a lot of people are underwater on their Fartcoin. So it sounds like you're one of them as well that bought a little higher than the price is now. It'll probably go back up. Anything under 40 cents for Doge is a discount over time. Some people have drawn the line at like 35, 36 cents and aren't going to be buying anything over that. We'll see. How would you personally DCA if you had to start today? Would you front load October, November, or just do an equally amount every day? Just starting today, Satya, is you want to load up in the next couple weeks on the big dips, because once the whole market starts ballooning, right? In a few months, you're not going to want to continue to buy as a DCA. Now, some people don't care, and they're just going to buy every day. There are some people who actually buy every day. Doesn't matter what the price does. But if you have a conviction about the 4-year cycles and you think we're going to hit the cycle top, let's say in November, and then all the prices are going down, right? You don't want to be buying in November at the top, because then you're losing money on that. It's better to wait. But we got to see how that all plays out. Beverages and pizza watching football. I don't think we're having pizza. I don't know what the food is going to be there. But typically it's not pizza. We don't talk about shadow realms on this channel. That's somebody else's channel. Go New England. William, it's going to be tough. But Buffalo's a good team. But that's why they play the games. You never know, right? On any given Sunday. Don't forget to smash the likes and subscribe. Thank you, Kronos, for reminding people. We got to at least get to 69 likes before we can have a Dogecoin giveaway. That's right. At least 69 likes before a giveaway. So, yeah, if you've got, for AVAX, why would you sell it now? In the next month, it's going to be higher. Let's let it ride and let's see what it does. The Cohen condo? I don't know what you mean by that, Cohen condo. World Liberty? Trump's involved. I'm not touching it. It dropped back below 20 cents again. It's like, it's a loser. It's a loser coin. Not touching it. Old Virtual Bacon, he like bought in big time and he's down big and he's pumping and pumping and pumping and he's trying to get World Liberty pumped up and it's just not happening. It's not happening. We looked at the WLFI token yesterday, I believe. And we zoom out and we're like, this is just not a good coin. Look at that. It had this initial huge run up. 47, 48 cents, had a secondary run to 24, touched 24 again, and since then it's just bleeding out. That's not a good chart. That's not a good chart. Dogecoin's up 15% the month of October. World Liberty is 0. It's just 0. That's not a good chart. I'm not touching this thing. Loser of a project. Just like the Trump token. Not touching it again. I took my L on that already. Gene, my price prediction end of October. I made a video the other day. So you have to go watch that video. My October Dogecoin price prediction. Hey, KB, how are you? Have to go back to the beginning. I know those first 10 minutes are so good. That's where I cover all the good stuff. Yeah, Larry, you are a wishful fella. A wishful fella for that crash. Not happening. Cameron, good afternoon. Joshua, once you start mining Dogecoin, what will you do with your Bells coins? I have no idea. If anything ever happens to Bells in the future, I've got coins. I'm just considering it nothing. It's just free nothing because the merge mining and the Bells will just accumulate in a wallet. I'm not expecting anything out of it. But Dogecoin and Litecoin, my goal is to mine for 4 years and then in 4 years, we'll see what the next bull cycle has in store, and I will just be accumulating those coins in a separate wallet. That's my plan. Mm. 17th of October, Mr. Pump-A-Lot. Yeah, the 17th, the 20th, yeah, pretty close. I'm not looking at Zcash. Yeah, everybody's talking about Zcash now, and it's just, it pumped. Awesome, good for it. It's not going to keep pumping like that. It's a bunch of noise. It's probably pulling back, right? It's probably pulling cash, pulling back, right? Zcash. Actually, it's not pulling back yet, but it will. Most likely it will. Yeah, it got up to about $1.75, and now it's at $1.61. So from its peak here, it's down 7-8%. You sold Bitcoin and Cardano, CDC. You've got buying power now. Yeah, Ledger comes in some pretty colors. XPL also pulling back big time, right? XPL. Pulling back. Look at that. Whew. It was up here on the 27th of September. It was up at $1.68. Now it's 91 cents. That's a 45% pullback. That's why you don't chase the bright, shiny green candles. Now, do you buy it back in at 91 cents? I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I talked about this back here. Talked about it on that next big run back in September. I said, take your profits, like $1.50, somewhere in there. I was like, take your profits. It went up a little higher, but right on that big green candle, we were talking about it. And I was like, take your profits. And look at that. That's very typical for a coin like that. Very typical. How about the Pepe? Sure, Victor. Pepe's still below 10. Came back below 10. So Pepe's been kind of weak. Pepe's actually been weak. Not surprising. I did kind of predict that. And I think Doge and other meme coins are going to outperform Pepe because Pepe was last year, right? Doesn't mean Pepe can't do a little pump here in Q4 here, but that's not where the action is. It's not in Pepe anymore. Because you could buy the green Pepe and the yellow Pepe and the purple Pepe. I just like it. Just so many coming up with these colored Pepes. It's just ridiculous. But yeah, I didn't buy back into Pepe after I sold and took my profits. No, I've got better conviction on Bonk and Pengu than I do Pepe. Isabella, you're back today. Welcome. Is it a dip? A little dip. MyDoge wallet is completely free. Yes, it is. It's the best Dogecoin crypto wallet is MyDoge. Now, again, it's an app on your phone, so you got to make sure your phone is secure, right? You don't have your phone just wide open. You got to, at least at a minimum, you've got a PIN code, right, to get into your phone. Again, that's just in case there's some SIM swap thing that goes on. You got to be careful. Wow, Felipe is just so negative, like every day, dude. So negative. We buy the dumps, exactly. 10 days left. That gets us to the 15th. Triple just bought some more bunk. Average cost below 20. That will be good. You'll probably double. My target is 40, possibly 50. The bull run. Crypto dump in a Democratic? No, crypto doesn't care. Even during Biden, crypto was going up. Doesn't care. Happy Sunday. Like the stream, subscribe. Thank you. Virtual Bacon called for 20K ETH. Man, I don't know what happened to that guy. He used to be really good. I mean, he used to be really good. And now he's turning into a joke. Seriously. I used to watch him a lot. And now it's just a joke. Now he just pumps his own bag. So I guess he has a big ETH bag. And he's got a big World Liberty bag. And now he's got an Aster bag. Because I heard him pumping Aster. And he's probably down on that because he bought high. That guy. Yep, Orhan, you remember the streamer Bacon guy? It's all this WLFI pumping now. I have no bull run prediction for peak, Dean. Absolutely no idea what that's going to do. Could go back up to 28.30 or it could just stay down in the teens. I have no idea. Anything we get out of that is going to be bonus. Yeah, I understand that, William. You're talking with Larry. Yeah, I see that. Kronos. Crow will be good. Aster is very, very suspicious, Sharia. We talked about it the other day. This is all CZ and Binance. CZ's like buying tons of it. They are pumping it, and they are making it look like that it's being used a lot more than it probably actually is. So, yeah, all of that is going on with Aster. All of that is going on. See you, DB. Sheeb. Mohammed, Sheeb is just lackluster. Just wait for the big green candle and then sell that thing. Sell it. Don't get caught up in all of that bull crap that Shaboshi or whatever his name is and the team put out, because it's all lies. It's been lies for years. But if you're holding some, wait for the big green candle. It'll come some point in the next couple months. There'll be a big green candle on Sheeb, and then sell it. Get out. Not financial advice. As always, one Doge equals one Doge. BSV, no. You need to have the real Bitcoin, not the Satoshi Vision or the Bitcoin Cash. They'll probably go on little runs of their own, but it's just, they're just not supported. They're not supported. I have a hard hat. I'm an architect. I have a hard hat when I go on construction sites. It's a white one for architect. I don't know where it is. I think it's down in my car. Yeah. I'll get bullish about Doge when Bitcoin holds above 125K for more than a week. Okay, Felipe. All right. I like it. I like it. All right. I'm going to count on you. I'm going to count on you. When Bitcoin holds above 125K for a week, you are going to be bullish. All right. Love it. Love it. Love it. Any chance Doge hits 48 cents? You know, Hero, 48 cents is a good target for November. I think so. That's where it was back in December 2024. That's going to be the next major resistance line. Once it gets over 42, it's going to be 36, 42, 48. Green is a pretty color. I like green. I like green. You mean $48? You want to hear more about the Doge shorts getting taken out? Yeah, we need them. We need Doge to. We need to get those shorts up there. We got to get back above 26 cents to start seeing that. Why use MyDoge over Robinhood? Because MyDoge is a true blockchain-based wallet, meaning the Dogecoin is your Dogecoin, right? You have your own seed phrase. You own the Doge in your MyDoge wallet. Robinhood, you don't own the Doge. It's Robinhood's Doge. And if you want to do a transfer of some Doge, you want to use it to buy something or send someone some Doge, you got to wait like 30 minutes, an hour, even more. Where MyDoge, 1 minute max, usually 30 seconds. That Doge is transferred, done. That's why. Okay. Where is my $1 Doge? Let's all buy. You were afraid to go for world liberty? Good thought. Should have been afraid. I wasn't touching that thing. No. Chasing the green candles. I know, right? I use that expression a lot. Just not the time to buy. I don't see them here, Isabella. I don't see them today. It's a Sunday. You know, they're probably doing things. Typically, they're here Monday through Friday. It's because it's the weekend, I think. They're out doing stuff. I know. Buy low, sell high. Hey, Felipe, don't talk about other people in the chat like that, please. Don't talk to other people, Felipe. Stop, dude. If it all pans out, I would like you to design my Dogecoin island. Not like that other island, though. Right? A Dogecoin island. I like the idea, though. I like the idea. Let's see what Grok comes up with. Grok, draw me a picture of what Dogecoin island would look like. Let's see what Grok comes up with. Dogecoin island, CDC. I love this. Preparing the image. Oh my God. Well, there you go. There it is. There's your Dogecoin island right there. See, you don't need me. You just need AI. There's your Dogecoin island. Oh my God, too funny. There was an announcement about partnerships for Doge. Whatever happened to that? It's slow, but I mean, House of Doge did partner with Clean Core Solutions, and they bought 600 million Dogecoin into their Dogecoin treasury. I'd say that's a pretty good partnership. It's a pretty good partnership. Mass adoption is inevitable. exponential growth will follow. It's a coming. The Eagles lost today? Really? I thought they were at home too. Huh. I only watch the Patriots. I don't watch all the other football games. Love it. I'm going to keep people at least respectable. If they have a negative opinion, I don't mind it as long as they're respectable about it. So, yeah. Oh, was that the Broncos? Wow. Yes, we were talking clean core zone. Yes, Boss Mac. Clean core. We're going to see how that stock does next week. Waiting for that big run up to $4. I want to sell at $4. I want to double my money. We just have to wait. But you know what we don't have to wait for? A Dogecoin giveaway. What? Dogecoin giveaway? Yes, we're going to give away some Doge so we can pump up the price. We got to pump up the price of Doge thanks to our friend Jason. Wait, let me get this moved over a little bit here so we can see the green candles in the background, right? We are going to give away Dogecoin, and the word of the day is Dogecoin again. So, for those who have not been here for a Dogecoin giveaway, in order to take part, you have to type the word Dogecoin in the chat. Like that. Dogecoin. That is how you are entered. Just the word Dogecoin. We're going to do 3 draws of 33 Dogecoin each. Yes, 3 draws of 33 Dogecoin. And if your name is selected, you can choose either to accept the Dogecoin, or if you're feeling generous, you can pass it on and we can do another spin. And we will keep spinning until we have 3 winners of 33 Dogecoin. You only have to type the word Dogecoin in the chat once. If you type it in multiple times, you only get 1 entry. The giveaway tool is smarter than that. It knows. And then you need to be ready, willing, and able to send me an email with your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet. Yes, Maramello, you would have to start a MyDoge wallet if you don't already have a Dogecoin wallet, because the wallet needs to be a Dogecoin wallet that begins with the letter D, not one of those OX wallets or numbered wallets, not sending to that. It needs to be a Dogecoin wallet on the Dogecoin blockchain. So, yes, Anthony, you got the #1 crown now. Awesome. I don't know where the Pax Cat is today. He's sleeping somewhere. He hasn't made an appearance yet. So let's get those entries in for our Dogecoin giveaway for today. Doing only good every day, courtesy of our friend Jason. And we want green candles for Dogecoin. Dogecoin is not down 17% on the week. And who the F are you? Yeah, that's just FUD. Sorry. Goodbye. It's not dealing with that crap. The boot just came out. What a ridiculous waste of time. God. Anyway, we're here for good times, giving away some Dogecoin. So had to get the boot out of here to get that mess cleared out. Please let me win. Now, I already forgot what he said. It was stupid. So, gone. All right, let's go. We're going to do 3 draws. Here's the first draw. Are you guys ready? Now, you need to be here in the chat in order to win, because you have to, if your name comes up, you got to get in the chat and say woohoo, yay, or something like that, so that I know we're here. We'll see, Isabella. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe today's your day. Maybe today is your day. Oh, I forgot to do my sound effects. Celante. Celante is the first winner. Celante. Giveaway number 72. Giveaway number 72. Oh. Celante, congratulations. Are you here? Got to be in the chat. You got to say something. Pick me, pick me. Yeah, that'll work, Will. That'll work. Yeah, I saw Isabella's name on there too. She was close. Yeah, I don't see Celante saying yes. Give another minute here. Kronos, you're going to change your name real quick. Yay. Oh. All right. We're going to do the countdown. And then we're going to respin. Yeah, 3. Yeah, 2. Yeah, 1. And we're moving on. Sorry. Sorry, Celante. We're going to redraw. Let's go. Draw again. Let's see. Who's going to get it this time? Was it me? Turbo. Turbo Cummins. Congratulations, Turbo. Turbo's here. Yay. Congratulations. Yep, that's the way to do it. Just get on there real quick before somebody creates a fake account on your name. Turbo says he's passing it to me. Oh. You're hungry. There you go, Turbo. I love it. All right, I'll put my email address up on the screen in just a little bit. And that is the email address you will use to send me your Dogecoin wallet. All right? All right. Let's draw number 2. Here we go. Draw number 2. Oh, it wasn't Isabella again. Will. A multi winner, Will. Congratulations. Yeah, just send me everything in your wallet. That'll work. Oh, the lag from the phone to the TV. Is there really a lag, Jeremy? Huh. Will, are you still here? Accept. There you go. All right. All right. You will have to send me a new email and get rid of the old ones. I'll put the email address up on the screen here in just a little bit. All right, we got our third drawing. Third drawing. And here we go. Who's going to be the winner of the third draw? JSK. JSK 007. JSK 007. Hey, JSK, congrats. Maybe not this time, Isabella. But we'll make sure this guy's here. And then I'll put my email address up on the screen. Hey, Hunid, how are you? We're doing only good every day. Thanks to our friend Jason. We're giving away. What happened? JSK, you won. That's what happened. Do you want some Doge? Yes or no? You are the winner of the draw. Thank you. All right. There we go. All right. So for the three winners, you need to send me an email. And that email will go to KrissCrypto@gmail.com. That's KrissKrypto, KrissCrypto@gmail.com. Include your YouTube handle and your Dogecoin wallet address. And it's the Dogecoin wallet that needs to begin with the letter D. If you don't have one, you can create one with the MyDoge app. Your keys, your crypto, MyDoge. So send me an email, and then later tonight, I will send you the Doge. That's how it works. Awesome. And why do we have a red candle? This is not supposed to happen. We're not supposed to have a red candle when I'm giving away Dogecoin. That is weak. Bitcoin is a red candle. It's Bitcoin's fault. I blame Bitcoin. All Bitcoin's fault. Yeah, it's a Sunday sell-off again. Well, hopefully this is just an afternoon sell-off, and tonight we're going to pump. That's what I'd like to see. Let's pump. But yeah, that's pretty weak. Yeah, ETH also. Yeah, just about everything. So, yeah. Hey, but we're still in the 25s, you know. It's not bad. Blame Kriss. Hashtag blame Kriss. Always not. Always hashtag blame Kriss, right? I like to blame Bitcoin. Exactly. It's all Bitcoin's fault. Yep. XPL running strong now. What? We just looked at it. It wasn't running strong. Not really. 5% on the day. Hey, Will, I got you. But yeah, you zoom out and you're like, yeah, that's not running strong. Meth. Just zoom out. That is not running strong. No. That is weak, my friend. Generate a KrissPax island. God. Do I want to know? Draw me a picture of what a KrissPax island would look like. Okay. We'll see what Grok does. I'm very scared. I'm very scared. It doesn't even have me on it. It's nothing. What is that? What the heck is that? Put at KrissPax on the island. Now let's see what it does. I did the at KrissPax. See what it does. Oh my God, look how big I am. I'm giant. Oh my God. Oh, it doesn't even look like me. Grok is not good. Not good. And he didn't put me on this version. I'm still not there. Maybe I'm on the other side of the island. Oh, I know, my hair turned black. What? How did that happen? Price prediction on the Fartcoin, the smelly one. I was looking at $1.20, but you know, we'll look at it again. All right. It's at 67 cents. $1.20 was my previous target. I remember that number. Where did I come up with that? Yeah, I think there was some bouncing around that was going on here in July where I came up with $1.20. So that is, you know, just about double from here at $1.20. Gets right over that resistance right there at 118. That must have been it. We were looking in August. I don't expect this thing to go on a huge run like it did before. The craziness that was there before. Look at the volume is just nothing now. Look at this. The Fartcoin trading volume has just petered out to nothing compared to earlier this year and especially late last year. There's not any interest in this thing. It's just not here. Doesn't mean it starts going on a run and you start to get some volume tick up, but then everything is going to be going. So I just don't see it in this one. Anyway, that is what I see for Fartcoin. Yeah, you just missed. Hey, Jason, you just missed. But thank you. We had the giveaway. Sunday dump, Monday pump. And Ariz is back, our other favorite Doge bear. XRP has not outperformed Dogecoin in the past few weeks. It has lost 40%, Aziz. 40%, dude. We just looked at it. Grok is scared to copyright. Oh, a Doge amusement park. That's a good idea. Yeah, that would be a very small house. I just get so tired of the trolling, Aziz, and I'm just getting close to just like booting these like stupid comments. It's dumb. It's just dumb. Congratulations to the winners. Thank you again, Jason. A blood moon tomorrow? Indeed. Doing only good every day. Awesome. Love it. It's so weird, Jason, because you're blue on X, and then you've got this fiery skull red thing here on YouTube, and it's just like, wait, is this Jason? It's not the same thing. It's not the truth. It's dumb what the guy's saying. It's just dumb. I don't mind people having a different opinion than mine, but just don't just day after day after day just say dumb things and spreading FUD. It gets tired. It gets old. That's all. Yeah, we had a new Bitcoin all-time high last night. 125,700 new all-time high. Hey, Turbo, I got you. So, yeah, but now Bitcoin's coming down. Dogecoin following Bitcoin. Actually, Dogecoin is still at a higher rate than Bitcoin. Still up more on the day than Bitcoin. So, look at Bitcoin, and then you'll see what Dogecoin's doing today. If you take off your boot and give him the boot, we get to see your foot. Not doing that again. You shorted the top. All right, be careful. You're welcome, Chad. Appreciate it. Tired of Bitcoin and it's 1% to 2%. I know, that's why we Doge, right? It's okay to have a little Bitcoin too, just for a little more stability. It's still crypto though, right? But that's why we Doge, because we know when it goes running, that's going to go crazy. I didn't even see it, Turbo, but I gotcha. And congrats. It's all good. All good. All right. Aziz is gone. Booted. Just can't deal with that crap. Just can't deal with that crap. I'm pumped for the next few months. I am too. I am ready. I am ready. Oh, it's not worth repeating, Isabella. It's just not. I know. I saw it right away and was like, nope, that's the boot. Just dumb. So sometimes I have no patience. So exactly. When Doge runs, it is the runniest. And it hasn't had its big run yet in 2025. We know it's coming. It's going to come. It just hasn't happened yet. So to compare it to something that's already done a big run, it's dumb. Just not dealing with that crap again. I spent a year in drawdown on some alts. Did DCA still down? Yeah, last November, right after the election, that's when everything was pumping. And a lot of people were buying then. There were a lot of new people coming in buying. So you're not alone. But we wait for this next run. So I don't mind some negativity, but then when you start saying like just really stupid things along with the negativity, it gets old. It gets old. So, and he's been doing it for days. It's nothing new. It just comes back again and then does it again. It's like, yeah. Well, if you bought before the pump in November, you'd have been buying it like 12, 15 cents Doge. So I think it was already pumping if you're still down at 25 cents. There's no place like Doge. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, and I see it on other live streams too, Turbo. Definitely. It's just in this on this particular live stream, because there are many people that are new here into crypto. I like to protect people a little bit, and I just don't deal with the stupid FUD. It's like, and there are some people who believe Dogecoin's price is going lower, and I don't boot them. They have a different view than me, but at least they are an adult about it, right? And they have a reason why they think it's going down. Okay. But then as soon as most of them just turn into trolls, and they start bad-mouthing people in the chat, calling me names, and it's like, yeah, the boot. Mr. Handy Dan. 401ks, regs are coming. Do you think crypto will be an all-year thing? Right now, I am trading this like it's a 4-year cycle thing, even with all of the ETFs and the 401ks and all that stuff. Every cycle, there's something that comes in and people say, oh, it's going to be an extended cycle now. Well, in 2022, dumped anyway. It dumped anyway. So I'm just thinking 2026, it'll dump too. And I will keep believing it until it doesn't happen. I'm taking profits. I'm taking profits. I took a bunch back in January. I will take more October, November timeframe. I will take profits. If it continues to go higher, I'm still winning. I took profits, not losses. I am still winning. So that's okay with me. I'm willing to accept that risk. What I'm not willing to accept is holding all my crypto into another bear market. I'm not taking that risk. And if it keeps going up, awesome. That's great for the whole crypto industry. Awesome. I would love it. I would love it. Get people continue to talk about higher prices instead of trying to do videos about like, what's the bottom? How low is it going to go? Those aren't fun. I don't like those videos. The live streams are like nobody's here hardly because the interest just falls off the table. I would prefer crypto prices just keep going higher. That would be awesome. I just don't think that's going to happen. When's Doge going to hit $1? Well, Corey, you tell me. When is a big catalyst going to happen that's going to cause Dogecoin to go to $1? Right? You got to give me the news to get Doge is just going to run to $1 by itself. It needs the news. It needs the big catalyst. I give everybody a chance here. Everybody, I am one of the few live streams that actually engages with everybody in the chat. So I give you a chance to state your opinion. But if you're just going to be a troll, I don't got time for you. Yeah, try and keep it peaceful too. Exactly, Turbo. Exactly. I think like last October, market makers abused the longs, crash the market, and then buy it up and moon it. Yep, that is manipulation. Absolutely. That happens. Absolutely. Mid-October, November, going to be great. I think so too, Mark. I'm with you. I will not hold all and I will not sell all. I will hold some and I will sell some. I'm still going to keep some Bitcoin. I'm still going to keep some Doge. I'm not going to sell it all. But I'll sell a lot. Again, my conviction is this is the end of the 4-year cycle. I don't have paper hands, Corey. Nope. See, I played that game in 2021. I'm not selling until Dogecoin hits $1. And what happened in 2021? It made it to 73 cents and I didn't take any profits. And then I held it all for 4 more years, all the way down to 5 cents. And now we're going back up. This cycle, I'm taking profits. It is not paper hands. It's taking profits. The cycles still are driven by halvings. It's not really minimal. It still happens. The miners still capitulate because the mining every 4 years changes and they have to readjust. So it does matter. But we also have the money supply and, the business cycle, the whole economic cycle that it all seems to be on these 4-year trends since 2008. So it's not particularly the halvings, but it plays a part in why we have the 4-year cycles for crypto. You tried to have Grok send a message to Elon. Hey, who knows? Yes, I own Crow. I've got a big account on crypto.com, and I bought some Crow in order to be entered in some giveaway stuff. And then I've continued to earn Crow partially through my association with them, people who use my link below to join crypto.com in order to get some extra free stuff if you use my link. And then I also get some Crow to benefit that. And then I also collect diamonds and do all that stuff when I trade on crypto.com, which then gets me more Crow. And then I staked my Crow, which got me even more Crow. So I've got a nice bag of Crow. Yep. Right. Last cycle, people were saying extended cycle, and it didn't happen. Exactly. And I'm just like, nope, not falling for that again either. Just like I'm not falling for I'm not selling until Dogecoin gets to $1 thing. Not falling for that either. I would love for it to go to $1, but by the time it gets to $1, I will not have my full Doge bag. I will already have taken some profits. You're going to sell your spot bag early? Yep. I didn't say Doge was going back to 5 cents either. I didn't say that. It did that in 2022. It went from 73 cents all the way down to 5 cents, and I round tripped it. That's what I said. Man, dude. Hey, people can still send super chats if they want. And every once in a while someone does, and I appreciate it, but I'm not here for that. This is all just educational, edutainment. Yeah, my first big bag was 2-cent Dogecoin, 500,000 Doge. My first $10,000 buy was that. $10,000 buy, 500,000 Doge at 2 cents. Yep. Hey, it's the Pax Cat. Hey, buddy. Come to say hi to everybody? Yeah. Hot new projects never had an alt season have higher ceiling price discovers? Maybe. DeFi, we'll see. Like you said, banger video this morning. Yep, another one. If history repeats, the top should be 5 to 10 weeks. I think so. You just tweeted me an island. All right, Duchess, I'll look for it. Yeah, I'll still be here. I just won't have as much Doge. Nothing wrong with taking some profits, though. Yeah, the volume is way down on Fartcoin. Way, way down. There's just, the interest just isn't there right now. You have some Crow, price is 28 cents. I don't even know what my average price is because I got so much of it through staking, and the crypto.com app doesn't like show you your average price like Robinhood does. So I don't even know. Must have been fun seeing it go to 73 cents, but tough to watch it go all the way back down. Yes. Yeah, we will be talking exit strategies. We're going to start that in the next couple of weeks. Okay, Morteza? We're going to start a whole series on exit strategies. So in a couple of weeks, we're going to do that. We do learn from the past, Corey. We do learn a lot from the past. It makes us better traders, better investors. So don't discount that. Don't discount that. Yeah, I don't know yet, Neek Life. My targets are based on the calendar right now, not the prices. So we're waiting till we get into late October. I don't know. Is my 36 cent price prediction going to come true or not? Makes a big difference of what my targets are going to be. I just have to let this play out at least till the end of October. And then I'll start talking about price targets. All right. Oh, I just gave it away. I just gave it away. Oops. You're supposed to go watch my Dogecoin October price prediction video, which explains why I picked those numbers for the end of October. You got to watch that video. Right. And I'm not going to round trip again. Exact. From the past, we see the mistakes. Exactly. And maybe we will never see Dogecoin below 20 cents again. There's a good chance of that, Corey. Absolutely. Yep. This cycle is different. Yes. Every cycle is a little different, but yep, this one's different. I mean, here we are already in October for Doge, and it hasn't had the big blow off like it had in 2021. Again, that was based on all of that Elon hype leading into Saturday Night Live. That's why Doge went crazy when it did. And that was April to May. So yeah, every cycle's different, particularly for Dogecoin. You know, King, I actually think that we just had the pullback today, and I think we're going to be up more tonight. That's what I think. It's going to do the opposite of what we did today. And again, this was Bitcoin based. Let's look at the Bitcoin chart. Look at the big dump on Bitcoin. Alts didn't have a chance with Bitcoin dumping like that early this morning. So I blame Bitcoin, yes. And Bitcoin is weak right now on a Sunday afternoon. But that doesn't mean it doesn't turn around and go higher tonight. Hey, Daniel, how are you? I heard someone say this Wednesday our pump begins. I have no idea. It's random. Absolutely. Nothing happening on Wednesday that I know of. After Bitcoin, big money knows Doge is next. And big money likes to trade Doge because they know they make a lot of money on it. They've been doing it for years. Rate cuts this time around will be bullish. Yeah, that's not till October 29th. It's like the end of the month is the next Fed meeting. So got a little ways to wait. No, Corey, no, don't use that word. Not a trader. It's smart investing, dude. Smart investing. We rode it all the way up and down. I know. Dogecoin Millionaire had $3 million and didn't sell. $3 million in Doge. Crazy. Is China going to buy up BTC tonight? What's the Asian market going to do? They may pump it again. We'll see. You want to Bitcoin will be back up there, Julian. Bitcoin isn't done. It'll be back up there and even higher. So, yep. Right. Trader. Exactly. Trader. Right. Crypto has made my whole college adventure profitable. Business courses paid off. Isn't that awesome, Mark? I love hearing stories like that. I love it. Love it. It hit your stop loss, trailing aggressively. Yeah, I don't use stop losses. I just follow the charts. The Doge chart has really changed. Doge really moving up is possible. Yep, we've been talking about it. We've been showing all of the bullishness on the charts, except for the stupid cup and handle thing, which doesn't always play out. It's just kind of a dumb thing, but people keep drawing them. So I'm like, whatever. Whatever. Time to let the Doge out? Sure. Maramello making an image. Yeah. How many have already taken profits? There's probably some. I think most are still holding. Most are still holding, waiting for a higher price. Yeah, I just don't do the day trading. Not now. Not in this bull market. I don't do day trade. In the summertime, I did some swing trading. And then usually back in like March, in bear market year, I'll do some swing trading, but not in a bull cycle. Not doing it. Dude, don't tell me what I get and I don't get. Watch it. Why don't you just come here and have some fun? We're trying to have a little fun here. You took some profits at 29 cents? Nothing wrong with that. I owned on the community. All right, I'll take a look at it. I have about 400,000 Doge left, Casper, after being a trader and having paper hands, taking profits back in January. Is the SEC set to approve 401k providers to include Dogecoin? Not particularly Dogecoin. SEC is going to approve 401k providers to have the opportunity to hold crypto. Then it becomes the providers. The providers then have the choice of adding crypto into their 401ks or not. So it depends on who your provider is. Some providers will allow it and some won't. Some may just limit it to Bitcoin and ETH or something. Some may include Dogecoin. So that's all up to them. Yeah, on the house last January, I mean, I made the offer because I had, the money in crypto to pay cash for it. And then once Trump took office, and then we had that whole Trump token liquidity thing, and then it was tariffs, and the tariffs were freaking the markets out. I was like, I'm not going to let this drop lower. So I sold everything I needed to sell in order to have the cash to buy the house. That's how it worked out. It worked out fine. Worked out great. Will the prices go higher this fall than what I sold back in January? Yeah, probably will. But that's okay. I'm not complaining. You book a profits and you make millions of dollars. You're like, okay, I'll take the profit. Thank you. I wasn't gonna risk it, right? So got about 110K left, Mark. But that's okay. You're making profit. Making profit. I know you've said multiple times before, what indicators do you watch again? The RSI. I don't really follow the MACD. The MACD doesn't mean anything to me. It just shows you what's happened in the past. The RSI gives a better indicator of the way things are going for me. So I'll turn the RSI on and watch that for a trend, but not the MACD. That really doesn't work for me. I have a feeling you wouldn't have sold any Doge, but maybe the other cryptos if you didn't have it. Yeah. Or if we didn't pick such an expensive house. I wouldn't have to have dumped Doge, any Doge. That would have been better. That would have been better. All right, Corey, good for you. I'm glad you have a goal. Whatever. Good for you. Awesome. Right. Indicators only explain the past. That's it. Yeah. The RSI is the one. The RSI. Don't tell me what I'm going to get and I'm not getting. I've already made $2 million profit. So I think I got it, dude. I think I got it. And I've been watching Doge for a lot longer than you have, and I know it. So I think I got it, buddy. Man, where do these people come from? Yeah, he should just wait for $100. Exactly. I'm glad you love Dogecoin so much and how high its price is going to be in the future. Just don't tell me what I know or don't know, okay? And then we can be cool, all right? I love the enthusiasm. I love the support for Doge. I love that you think the cycle's different. That's awesome. But I've given you my opinion. Don't tell me, because my opinion doesn't match yours, that I don't know what I'm talking about, because I do. And besides, I'm the one sitting on this side of the camera with the live stream. You got nothing. So, yeah, and maybe Elon has plans for Doge or not. We don't know that. You don't know that. Yeah, keep buying. Be the exit liquidity. Keep buying, Corey. Love it. Buy millions and millions of Dogecoin at $1. Love it. $5. Awesome. Keep buying. Keep buying. Thank you, William. Appreciate it. And I got a Pax cat too. Hey, buddy. Hi. Aw. Yes, Corey. These guys in the chat will tell you I did an entire live stream about a month and a half ago on CoinCount. And that was the name of the live stream, was all about CoinCount. And I do get it. And you're being such a fucking asshole that you are gone. Goodbye. Oh. Well, now he's gone. I booted him. Man, you would think people would learn and just shut the fuck up. God. Oh. I know, Christoph, right? Man. I'm sorry, Pax Cat. I'm sorry you had to hear that. Oh my God. I've never even seen that guy before on here. I've never even seen the guy. Pax Cat knew I would need that. Exactly, Duchess. He comes in and he's just like, yeah, Dad. You need to boot that guy. Oh my God. Too funny. Too funny. Oh my God. I mean, he just came from out of nowhere. Never even seen the guy here before. And then it's just like, you don't know what you're talking about. And I'm like, yeah. No, I can put them in a timeout and they listen. And I've done that before with some people. But when they get the real boot, they're gone. They are gone. Yeah, I'm used to it, dealing with the BS. I just try and get people to like be at least reasonable. I try and teach them, and some people just don't want it. Some people just don't want it. I'm like, okay, you don't want it. Goodbye. Yellow tape around the body. Oh, yeah, maybe he was an Eagles fan. He was just upset. You have a Pax Cat doppelganger? Remington. Oh, that's a great name. Remy. Remington the cat. Love it. Love it. Toot, toot, toot. Toot, toot, toot. Right. Don't know what's going to happen until it happens. Exactly, Julian. Well, Bibbles, eating some cherry pie. Very nice. Cherry pie sometimes is a little too tangy for me. Depends on the cherries, I guess, right? Sometimes a little tangy. You get trolls too, William? I mean, what do these people do with their time? I mean, they would be much better off actually building things, making things, right? Investing, learning, than just being stupid dipshits trolling on YouTube streams. It's like, why waste your time? Where does that get you in life? Exactly. It's their loss. Totally. I'm just like, oh man. He's trying to tell me I don't know Dogecoin. I'm just like, I don't know anybody who knows Dogecoin more than me. Oh. Short term, my flip from Doge to XPL is looking bad. Yep. Yep. Sorry about that. It's those new coins you just don't know. Alex, I don't mind people that have a different opinion. Khan is here, right? And I like the guy. He has a different opinion than me. But he at least keeps it civil, right? So that's okay. I don't mind having those conversations. And even Anthony here too. Same. But Anthony's a good guy. He doesn't make it personal. And he doesn't, not a jerk. Sorry, Anthony. We had a jerk in here a little bit ago. Just calling me names. And I'm just like, yeah, I can't deal with that. But yeah, I mean, Anthony has a different opinion than me about where this market's going. And that's okay. You keep it civil. You say what you say, and that's fine. Don't mind having the conversation. But just don't say stupid personal things about somebody and just keep doing it again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Because then it's just like, yeah, see ya. Doge-utainment. Exactly, Aussie. Doge-utainment. But we had this earlier, penny bags, the Dogecoin wave. Woo! Look at all the Doge. Kaboom. I love it. I love it. Here to learn. When I get to know, you'll start your own stream. Awesome. I love it. The more the merrier. I tell everyone about you, Kriss. Why follow people that don't make money? I know, right? Why would you want to like spend your time following some guy that's like broke all the time when we are kind of here to make money, especially in the final tail end of a bull cycle, like the Dragon Ball reference. It's pretty cool. You have the free plan on ChatGPT. You have to wait to go further. Okay. That's all right. No hurry. No hurry. It's my channel and I'll do as I want. There you go, right, dude? Oh, you're not going to start? It sounded good, though. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Vitalik, yeah, he's a little awkward. Always has been. Smart guy, though. No doubt. Very smart guy. Hey, Prajwal, how are you? Yeah. Things are good? Hanging out on a Sunday? Hanging out? Hanging out? Yeah, CDC didn't win, so nothing else matters. Yeah, what happened to VP? Someone said he's not been streaming this week. Is he still doing food reviews? Someone said he had a new food review channel. I don't know. I don't follow him. You're going to sell in December, the bull tail, Ali? Take a look at the island. Sure. Look at the island. We go in again. Bum, 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 bum. The KrissPax. Oh, a Bitcoin. What the hell, Duchess? What the that's a Bitcoin B is the king. What the heck is that? No. No good. No. Oh. Bitcoin. What? Oh. Right. Should have been a D, not a B. It could have been an X, right? Well, that would have been like time for a timeout if it was an X. That'd be a timeout for sure. XRP. Well, DeFi, in years past, people said that too, and it didn't stop crypto from going up. There'll be a lot of volatility. There'll be a lot of leverage flushing that will go on, but that doesn't mean crypto still can't go up. No amount of pasta salad will make up for that. Exactly, Christoph. Oh, God. For me, while there may be a pattern, it might not be 100% bulletproof. Right, patterns are patterns, but I noticed over your past videos that you generally base your bullishness on Doge based on a 4-year pattern. Is there a chance it won't pan out? Sure, there's always a chance. There's always a chance. I mean, we could have already hit the top, right? That was the all-time high for Bitcoin. Doge already hit 30 cents in September. It's not going to go higher than that. That could happen. I just don't think so. And so I have not taken these final end of bull cycle profits yet. But also, Anthony, we could be in an extended cycle or a super cycle and prices just keep going up. They don't fall back now. There's that narrative too. Blasphemy. Blasphemy. Fartcoin Island. Oh. You like the streams, they fly by. I know, I look at it, it's like, I'm 2 hours in already. Whew. Look at total 2. We're waiting for total 2. I did look at this before. And we zoomed out. We did our whole thesis here on total 2, right? So total 2 right now is at 1.69 trillion. And I said it'll go up to the 2.618, which is 3.7 trillion on total 2, 3.7 trillion. So that's still a big run from here. From here, that is still, 120%. So that means that on average, altcoins are going to double and then some. On average, alts will double and then some, meaning ETH will hit like 8K, maybe even 9K to get total 2 to reach that level. But Doge, if Doge just does a 2K from here and doubles, right, that's 50 cents. Are we going to be happy with 50 cent Doge? Some people might, but some people are like, no, 50 cents not good enough. So yeah, this is what the chart looks like, and it's bullish. I mean, this is a huge run going up since April. We looked at this, right? It's, again, the higher lows, right? Higher lows. We just had a little dip there. That's the higher low right there. Higher lows for total 2. So, this is what the trend is here. It's like, that's the trend. So that's all good. Are we ready to go like totally totally nuclear on this? Are we ready to do that? That's what we're waiting to see in this green box. But yeah, total 2 looks great. A few green candles going for the past couple hours, though. Weak, but still green. That's nice. Larry just wants 22 cents because that's what his short trade is looking at. That's all. About to move higher. Yeah, slowly moving higher. Again, Bitcoin. Bitcoin just touched 123 again. Look at that. So maybe, it just hit 6 o'clock. So let's go. Is there any way to know? Nope. Would hate to sell and then have it keep going. Joseph, isn't that life though, right? That is life. You just don't know. So you make your best guess and you live with it. There's nothing you can do. Whatever you sell, you're going to sell too early. Whatever you hold on to, you're going to hold on to for too long. And as long as you know that going into it, You'll be fine. You got to find me a better island? Yes, Duchess. That one was not acceptable. Yeah, and I didn't say necessarily Dogecoin was going to hit an all-time high this year either, Larry. I didn't say that. There's a good chance it will. But we don't know. It's perplexing that while the government is shut and many government people are not being paid, Bitcoin and others are up. Right. Crypto doesn't care about the US government shutdown. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. So I follow Solana. I used to hold Solana. I sold it for profit. I'm not buying anymore. I don't know, something about the Solana project I really don't like, but $500 Solana is in the cards for, top of the bull cycle. And I think it can get there. I hold Bonk because I think Bonk will do better percentage-wise from here than Solana will. If Solana pumps, Bonk will pump. So that's what I'm looking at. But I'm not like a Solana maxi or anything like that. No. You feel the pump. Mike, you feel the pump. Will there be a pullback after a Q4 run? That's what we're here for, right? Find out. That's what we'll find out. All right. Hey, that's it for a Saturday. Glad everybody was able to join in. We'll be live again Monday. New week starts. We'll see how things go. I hope everybody has a great Sunday night. Go Patriots. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.